Yo, it's the Hunna. It's your Beninoid coming at you with another one. Hey, look, check this out, man. I've been getting requests to give my opinion in regards to a thing called Hurd. What is Hurd? Hurd was a word that was created by, I don't know who created the word Hurd. I don't know if the PJs created it. I don't know if the bounty hunters created it. But to mark an alliance that they have formed with each other when both of them was actively participating in a war against the Grape Streets, the joint down housing projects. Somewhere in that, in the midst of that, the word Hurd was created. I don't know who created it. I never used Hurd. I never subscribed to the that alliance of Hurd. I was never in favor of that for obvious reasons, right? Me, I'm always in favor of blacks putting their differences to the side and making amends and doing something positive and productive. But in my opinion, I don't feel like that's what Hurd was about. And it's a lot of people who believe that, you know, the PJs and the bounty hunters formed that alliance solely on the fact to go against the Grape Streets. I know for a fact that that's not true. It was a lot of it was a lot of power plays. There was a lot of politicking that was involved with that alliance. You know, was it straightforward? Was it done for good reasons? I can't necessarily say it was. For those who know, they know. The reason why the PJs opened up the doors or even started forming a relationship with the bounty hunters. Those who know. It's just in the midst of that, a young man from the Nickerson Gordon housing projects was murdered while he was in company with some individuals from Imperial Court's PJ Crips. And it's alleged that he was murdered by another housing projects. Those are not my politics, so I can't speak on that. And I try my best to kind of like shy away from speaking on homicides and all that type of shit, right? I don't want to resurrect old feelings and, you know, make old feelings turn into new beefs and all this type of shit, right? I don't want to do what Shaquille O'Neal in his movie that he executive produced did when they released that movie. And in that movie it showed a rival gang doing a double homicide. You know what I mean? That got motherfucker shot. That almost resurrected a war. And I don't want to do that. I want to kind of stay away from that. So I just want to give my 2 cents since people want to know about Hurd. I never subscribed to that. I never supported Hurd. I never been Hurd. I never shouted Hurd or none of that. I feel like if Crips and Bloods is going to form an alliance with one another, you got to get rid of the B's and C's. You have to. If you're going to successfully form an alliance in your blood and I'm Crip, we got to get rid of the B's and C's because that's always going to be a factor. That's always going to come back and at some point within those interactions. It's always going to surface. You feel what I'm saying? Then you got to understand, man, you got some dudes from out of the Nickersons that's under paperwork. I'm not talking about on paperwork in regards to snitching and all that, but I'm talking about cut. They up under one of those blood organizations or another, right? Their sworn enemies after Sureños is Crips. So you form an alliance with some guys that adamantly hate Crips. They don't like Crips. So for me to take sides with these Bloods to go against these Crips, I can't submit, I can't subscribe to that. I just can't do it. You know what I mean? No matter how we feel, about the Grape Streets, no matter what the relations was, no matter how many losses was on either side, I just cannot team up with no Bloods to go against no Crips. I just can't do it. Like, to me, that's far-fetched. Me teaming up with some Bloods to go against some Crips. So I never subscribed to Hurd for those obvious reasons. I know why it was formed. I know why, you know, that alliance was made. And it wasn't done for something that can truly benefit the community. It was more about certain individuals benefiting from that alliance, right? So you got that element. And then you got the element of individuals going against other Crips with Bloods. Nah, for those reasons, I couldn't subscribe to it. So I never said Hunna Hurd. I don't know who coined the word or the phrase Hunna Hurd. I never shouted that out. I never represented that. And this ain't a shot at the bounty hunters. You know, I got a lot of love for a lot of cats from out the Nickerson Gardens and whatnot. It's just I couldn't see myself actively participating in a war where Crips is going against other Crips with Bloods. You know what I mean? So that's my take on Hunna Hurd, man. I appreciate y'all for chiming in. This video will be on my YouTube, man. Y'all stay up, be blessed, and all that type of shit. But look, I will say this, right? In defense of some of my homies that did subscribe to Hunna Hurd. Before it was Hunna Hurd, you gotta understand it was Bonnie Hunna Great. The Nickerson Gardens and Jordan Downs always had a closer relationship than the PJs and the other housing projects. We always been solo and we always held our own. But you also gotta remember that we're a smaller project and we act.
These niggas act shit out, talking shit that they ain't about, figuring them out. Got a problem, we can shoot it out, close your mouth. Gunplay ain't a thing for me, I've been feeling death. So I tell my kids to pray for me, this real life. It ain't a movie, it ain't make believe. Half these niggas ain't the niggas that they claim to be. Just say I shot these niggas, so you know I keep the thing to me. My life is valuable, so you know it ain't a thing to me. Got a mind like Malcolm X, but I crip like Tookie. Got this Tupac passion, but I crip like Tookie. Got this Marcus Garvey vision, but I crip like Tookie. How do you become successful when you crip like Tookie? A million man, forming plans to recreate this shit. I hate this shit. They treating us like we make this shit. America haters, they kill a panther, so I was made to grip. They orchestrate the cycle and murder anyone that can break this shit. It's real life.